Are you rich but unhappy? What's the point of money then? Morgan Housel asks tough questions. He wrote The Psychology of Money. This book is a game changer. It changed how I think about money. Housel says, we're not wired to be good investors. We make weird money decisions. Why do we do this? Housel says, your personal experiences with money make you. He shares crazy stories. Like the guy who won big. Then lost it all quickly. Or the investor who made millions. But felt empty inside still. Housel says, the highest returns often come from being less wrong. Not from being smart. This book is not about tips. It's about how we think. Housel says, doing well with money has little to do with math. It's about being patient and disciplined. So why do we struggle? Housel has answers. He says, the problem with getting older is we overestimate the importance of stuff. That happens to all of us. We need to rethink money. Let me explain. Money is a game of psychology. Morgan Housel says, your personal experiences with money make up your own financial history. This shapes you. Your past affects your decisions. Housel calls this, the most important thing in finance. It's not about numbers, but about you. How you think and feel. Your money story is unique. No one else has it. For example, imagine growing up poor. You see struggles. You feel scarcity. This stays with you. Even if you get rich, you still fear losing it. As Housel says, the hardest thing about money is dealing with your own brain. You must know your biases. Understand your emotions. A real example is Warren Buffett. He's a billionaire. But he still lives in a modest house. Why? His past shaped him. He knows the value of money. Buffett says, price is what you pay, but value is what you get. He doesn't overspend. He invests wisely. His money story is one of discipline. You can learn from Buffett. You can change your money story. But it's hard. It takes time and effort. You must be aware of your thoughts. Housel advises to think about the histories that have shaped you. Reflect on your past. Understand how it affects you. This is key to making good financial decisions. But that is not even the most important part. Money is a game of psychology. It's about behavior. Morgan says, your personal experiences with money shape you. This is key. Your past affects your financial moves. It's not just about numbers, it's about you. You see, the most important thing is your mindset. It's what drives your decisions, good or bad. Morgan quotes, the biggest investment risk is not volatility. It's actually the risk of being wrong. This is huge. It changes how you think. You start to see, being wrong is not the end. It's a chance to learn, to grow, and move on. This mindset shift is powerful. It helps you make better financial choices. You become more aware of your thoughts. You start to question your beliefs. Morgan says, history is a humble guide. Don't assume the future will be the same. Be open to new ideas, to change. And here is where it gets really interesting. Morgan Housel says, your personal experiences shape money views. Think about it. What did you learn? He says, the hardest thing is changing views. But you can try. Here's how. Take a piece of paper. Write down money goals. Be honest with yourself. What do you want? Morgan says everyone's goals are different. He says no one is crazy for their goals. Your goals are yours. Now rank them. What's most important? What can you cut? Morgan says the highest returns come from low-cost funds. But it's not just funds. It's your time too. Where do you spend time? Is it worth it? Morgan says time is a scarce resource. Use it well. So take action today. Start with one goal. Make a plan. Most people skip this next part. Some critics say the book is too simple. It lacks depth, they think. Morgan Housel says your personal experiences shape your view. But is that enough? He also says money is a game we play. But what about those struggling? The book is US focused, some say. Not global enough, they think. Morgan Housel writes, the biggest investment risk is not investing. But what about market crashes? He says, the most important thing is having a plan. But what if it fails? Some critics say the book is too casual. Not academic enough, they think. Morgan Housel says the best investors are patient. But what about those in a hurry? The book is not perfect, some say. But is it still worth reading? Morgan Housel's ideas are thought-provoking. He makes you think. The book is easy to read. Not boring at all. So should you read this book? Money is a game of psychology. Morgan says, your personal experiences influence you. We all think differently about money. That's what makes it hard. Morgan shares great stories to help us understand. He says, the highest returns often go to those who can handle the most volatility. This book is not about getting rich quick. It's about thinking clearly. Morgan teaches us to be patient and disciplined. He says, the reason is that the world is driven by people, and people are not always rational. I love this book. It's easy to read and fun. You should read it if you want to improve your finances. Morgan's writing style is simple and engaging. He tells great stories to make points stick. This book is for anyone who wants to think differently. Morgan says, doing nothing is often the best way to achieve your goals. So, what's the verdict? This book is a must-read. It's all about how we think about money. Morgan helps us see things from a new perspective. He says, the biggest investment risk is not the economy, but yourself. So, read this book and start thinking clearly. Subscribe to Brain Rush for more book breakdowns. Like this video if you learned something. Comment which book I should cover next.